My name is Dwayne Otis, and today we're talking about social media's impact on the social interaction. So social media is prominent in our evolution. Everyone either owns this device or knows what it is. This is a tool that grants access to the internet and the evolving social media. This is my iPhone. I'm sure everybody either has an iPhone or Android or some type of smartphone. I use it on a daily basis for text messages, phone calls, emails, and things of that nature. It's to the point where I don't even own a computer because I don't need it. Everything comes directly to this phone. Social media affects a number of things, but it can also affect a person's psyche. So there's health issues that are involved when it comes to using social media. Social media's health issues messes with a person's mind and in turn controls the way that people view themselves. Self-esteem is defined as the confidence one has within themselves, and it can be altered by others in social media that has had an issue with cyberbullying because people are so easily accessible to each other. Behind the keyboard, people can verbally attack someone. This can conclude in unexpected health issues and health issues that are more specifically on the mental note. So, for example, there's many cases that people are bullied on the internet when it comes to emails or Instagram or Facebook and stuff like that. And social media is trying to do a better job of making sure that they filter these things so that doesn't happen. Behavioral issues are the second thing that's also involved with social media. The dysfunction that stems from social media tends to relate to an individual using it for the wrong reasons. Social media can have an immense effect on people's behaviors because they can recreate themselves and provide an identity that is far removed from the person that they actually authentically are. People may create profiles that appeal to them or their friends or what is popular instead of being true to themselves. So this is also an example of people who maybe are catfish, as they say, or someone who creates an identity that is unlike them. They can make themselves out to be someone who they're not, and this can create a type of hysteria for other people who actually know who they really are and open themselves to be vulnerable to be attacked. The last thing is with social media is that it also affects women's involvement and the social media and its expansion. Women involvement in the expansion of social media as a whole, it is a known fact that statistically been proven that through various surveys that the rate in which women are signing up and the amount of time that they spend on social media is significantly higher than the men and is continually growing steadily. This is because the emotional appeal that is tied into social media with comments, posts, and inquiries about communication. So with that being said, just knowing from experience, I know a lot of men who are on social media. They don't really post their significant other. They don't usually post comments about love or stuff about their feelings and things like that. Quotes about everyday life and stuff. That's more so what women do. And then women who are on social media also use social media to do online shopping and also do it to look at boutiques and look at fashion shows, and those are also things that some men do, but not as much as women. So women are continually and gradually getting more and more on social media when it comes to their usage and the way they use it. So the conclusion and the recommendations. Social media and all is a great way to communicate with people, be a conversation starter, and a platform to obtain timely information. However, it is important that we realize that social media is a tool of technology and that we should not lose our ability to connect and interact with people in other aspects. So just because people are able to text and call and Facebook or Snapchat or Instagram each other doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to have a one-on-one, face-to-face conversation, looking someone in the eye, having eye contact with somebody, and keeping those same manners that you grew up with before you were introduced to social media. Social media does do a great job of providing a connection between many different cultures and genders. Social media allows everyone to put their opinions on there, and as a result, it's a diverse environment. I encourage people to use social media less instead of relying and depending on it. So social media does a good job of having everybody throughout the world comment on certain situations and certain events, and that's also good when you're trying to form your own opinion, because you can also get opinions from different parts of the world because everybody's connected using social media. And lastly, the solution that I would suggest would be to delete social media for a week and either delete it for a week or two and see how it compares to how you interact with people without it, as opposed to having it. So just for a challenge, if you can just delete your social media for a week, all your apps and stuff, and just try to go back to how it was before you had a phone or before you had a computer and all that stuff, and see the difference and change when you interact with people. And here's my works cited.